Man, oh man, we back. What's happening? What's popping?
Yes, sir. What's good with
You know
y'all?
what it is, man. The legends, Park Legends, we back. Appreciate y'all rocking with us as always.
100%. Thank y'all for the support on the last episode,
for sure.
and all the support we've been getting. Felt like we were missed.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
So now we gotta push this content out to
So
y'all.
we just want to let y'all know there was no contract dispute. Despite comments.
Yeah.
Despite comments.
We making $0 off of this.
There's no money involved in this. None whatsoever. So there was no contract dispute.
No dollars involved in this at all. So we back.
The only thing that involved dollars was the fantasy league that I fell short in, y'all.
Talk about it, man. Let the people know what happened.
I fell short, man.
Let the people know what you didn't do.
All right, so let me tell you what
done.
I should have done. So that morning, I'm like looking. I'm like, all right, I got to make sure, that my team, we come out on top. So Raheem Mostert didn't play, obviously. Jalen Waddle didn't play, obviously. I had both of them. So I had to go with Brandon Cooks and Gabe Davis because I didn't trust any of the wide receivers on the waiver. And I got Garrett Wilson, but I knew like playing Cleveland, I'm like, nah, he ain't finna do nothing. And he didn't do nothing. He had like 9 points. Josh Allen did not really give me the Superman performance I was hoping for, but he gave me something. But here's where I messed up at, y'all. So my RB1 all season has been Derrick Henry, which he's been kind of up and down, but Tennessee as a whole has been up and down. I picked up Jeff Wilson Jr. because, he was supposed to be sharing reps with Achane. But what I should have done, y'all, and I didn't do it. So I drafted Algier. I think that's how you say his name. Tyler Algier from the Falcons. I drafted him.
Yeah.
Ended up dropping him because, dude was just inconsistent, and then Bijan just, took over. Bijan was just that dude. So I dropped him. But Sunday, I looked at him. I was like, man, I probably should pick him up. He might do something. Especially because I forgot who they played Sunday. I think they played... Who did they play Sunday? They played Chicago. That's who they played Chicago Sunday. So I was like, man, I probably should pick him up. Chicago not that dude. They not like that. But I didn't because I was like, again, I had him. He was inconsistent. Nah, today's not the day. Then I looked at Justice Hill. And I was like, man, I should probably grab him too because Baltimore has just been going stupid. But I was like,
good run game.
He probably ain't going to get the touches he need. Nah, it's all good. Y'all. Tyler has 16.8 points, right? Hill. Justice Hill put up 22.2 points. He had 3 rushing attempts for 48 yards, but he had caught all 5 of his targets for 64 yards and a touchdown.
Dang, I didn't even know his stats was like that.
Then I looked at the tight end, bro.
100 yards of offense.
Then I had looked at this tight end, Johnson with the Saints, right? They played Tampa. I'm like, Tampa's all right. I believe in
they got a decent defense.
And I had Dallas Goedert. So I was like, I'm great, man. I'm good with that. Dallas gonna get me right. Now Dallas gave me 15.7, right? 8 receptions on 12 targets and a touchdown. 90 yards, bro. 23 points.
Jawan Johnson had his career game
Sunday.
That's crazy.
So what I did was I took out the low-scoring Wilson, Henry, and the 15 that Dallas gave me and just added the scores of those players that I looked at that I should have picked up. Had I picked them players up, y'all would have won by 10 points, bro.
And let the people know what was at stake here.
So this is why I said this is why we started off with there was no money. With the contract, there's no money, but there was money involved in the league, bro. I mean, I came out with 150, right? Came out with 150. But had I done what my gut was telling me to do, bro, I came out with 650, bro.
And you would have got a trophy.
And the trophy. And I would have had, this man would have had to put the trophy first class mail with my name on it here to Denver.
Nameplate. with the
I
cash.
would have slept with the trophy every night, bro. And really because second year, make the championship game in the second year, had I done what I should have done. Bro, I'm sick, bro.
But at a
I'm sick.
I can't blame you for not making those decisions though, because you made it there with that team.
I did.
So like, yeah, fantasy football, it has some luck to it, but you know,
I did, man.
you got star players on you, like Derrick Henry, like you have players on your team, so you made it there
It
with
just
them.
didn't
So it's
show
like,
up, bro. I didn't know
Yeah, that's-
Houston's defense was like that.
they really like inconsistent, but
Well, they
don't know,
decided to
bro.
be consistent on Sunday.
yeah, they decided they knew that the U was playing. So
And so now
Dang,
we
bro.
all got to hear until next season. We got to hear Knicks.
yeah, I'm not seeing him this whole year until
Bro,
next year.
it's a good.
until
But it's a good thing I don't live in Florida no more, man. Cause hey, y'all want to come on Super Bowl? I'm
Man.
not coming to watch that game at your house. Not for you to have that
I'm
trophy
not.
in my face.
I ain't going nowhere near you.
I'm not finna watch the Super Bowl at your house.
He's one thing about him. He's petty, so he would do something like that. You saw the video
Oh,
he sent.
yeah.
He sent the whole video. Man,
But-
I should insert it to a little clip where he sent.
Bro,
us,
yeah.
But
Put the clip right here. Okay, put the clip right here.
What's up? I ain't got much to say. It's your 2023 champion. And I told y'all from the beginning this was gonna happen. Y'all ain't believe me. Alexa, press play.
Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook. We hot.
So, but anyway, man, congrats to
but-
Knicks. You know, he finessed some people. You know, he ain't doing like he did me last season, but he finessed some people this year. You know,
man, I think he should still be locked up for what he did this year and last year. But
it's
whatever.
whatever, man. We gonna get
whatever.
him.
It was a good league though.
It
It was a
was,
good season.
I mean, like I said,
you know, you made off for some bread. So
and I can't be mad. Like I said, last place last year, championship game this year. So I mean, like the turnaround was great.
yeah, it made me look good because I referenced you. Like I put the referral in from like, yo, there's a
Yeah.
good dude. Put him in the last year. Made me look terrible. This year he made me look like a genius. He made me look like a
Hey, bro,
class
all I
GM.
needed was 1 year, bro, and it had been a minute since I played fantasy football too. And so
Yeah.
like,
It's fun, man.
all I needed
It's
was
fun.
1 year. But next year though,
Mm-hmm.
bro,
Coming for
I'm coming for
heads.
heads, bro. Like, especially now, like, hopefully I get the pick, like the pick that I want. I ain't even gonna tell you where I want to fall at, because you know I don't even trying to take that mug from me. But I already know based on what happened last year and this year, like where I need to fall at.
What was your draft stock at? Like where were you?
I think I picked eighth. I picked eighth this year. I think,
eighth. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
which still. I mean, I still came out pretty good.
I mean, you ended up in the championship game.
Came out pretty good.
How many of those picks that you had, like, who gave you the most like gain on like your team? Like, was it waiver pickups or was it your draft?
My draft, bro. Mostert, dog.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you picked him what? Where
I don't know
you
when I
pick him?
picked him, but Mostert, dog, that was a steal, bro.
That was a steal, bro.
He
Nobody
I did
expected that, bro. That was
That
crazy.
was a steal, bro. Him.
That was crazy.
I think my biggest disappointment was Gabe Davis.
He's just
That's my
inconsistent,
biggest
bro.
disappointment, bro. Even Derrick Henry, man. Like Derrick Henry, I have never seen him play this inconsistent. Like,
Yeah, it's because he's getting older, bro. He's getting older, and also the offense just isn't clicking either. But that age doesn't help. But Gabe Davis, like I had him last year, and that boy, he is streaky as J.R. Smith. Like, but when he's on, he gonna give you about 30.
he on,
but,
man.
Yeah, but when he's off, he probably gonna get you like 2 points, probably 5.
bro.
But
But like Mostert, bro, he's 31.
Hey, man.
Bro. He's 31, and that man had the same amount of touchdowns this season that he had his first eight seasons, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, the difference between him and Derrick Henry is like a physical runner. Mostert, he's a little physical, but he's really fast. Like he's like his speed kills. Like he you could lose a step here and there, but his type of speed, like you're gonna keep that for a while. But you can only keep up that physicality so much as you get older as a running back. So that's the only thing that's why. And I think Derrick Henry he dropped like in the draft. Like you got him. When did you pick him up?
I don't remember what round I picked him up in, but it was like later. Like, cause I picked him up and I picked up, cause I had picked him up and I picked up Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think I picked him up early. I picked him up back to back. And I was kind of like, bro, how y'all let me get Tony Pollard and Derrick Henry? But then Tony Pollard was a fraud, bro. Tony was a fraud.
I had him in my other league
That's
too.
why he got traded.
It was bad.
He was a fraud.
It was bad, but shout out to Knicks, man. Congrats, bro.
Man.
That was our fantasy. Next year is going to be a whole lot different, hopefully.
I'm definitely flying in for that draft party.
Yeah, the draft party's lit, so it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. But in other news, man, let's go ahead and get to real football. We had the Lions versus Cowboys on Saturday Night Football.
Rigged.
That ending was atrocious.
Rigged, bro.
And then coming out from, at the end of the game, you start getting video clips of 68 actually reporting eligible.
So here's what happened.
And you see him come up.
So here's what happened. 70 had been reporting the whole game.
Yeah.
And that one point, they both went up. But 68 reported. 70 didn't say nothing.
Yeah, he was just running on the field.
He just running on the field. But he ran up to the official, but he didn't say anything to the official. And they did it that way because, again, he had been the one reporting all game. But again, like the refs, you got to announce that 70 is reported eligible, so 68 is reported eligible. But they threw it to the guy who reported, and then they said he didn't report. And then the official pretty much said that he wasn't paying attention to who was talking to him.
That's bad. That's a bad, you're a ref. That's really bad. I heard about that. Like, that's really bad that you're a ref saying that you weren't paying attention. Like, you impact the game, for the better or for worse. Like, you have to be paying attention at all times. And I get it. He had 3 linemen walking up on him. There was another lineman that walked up on him with 68 as 70 was also running on the field. So he had 3 linemen in his face. And I get it that it's a lot going on in that moment. But bro, you are an official. Like you have to. They hired you to be able to look at details and pay attention to everything that's going on.
Right.
Like you get paid for
with
that.
The scrutiny that they've been under all season, like you would think that they would be more cautious.
Yeah, be on their P's and Q's a lot more than what they are.
Because
it just hasn't been that.
And it's one thing if you miss a PI call. Like that's one thing. If it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you that. But like you not paying attention to who's eligible and who's not as a receiver. Like, bro, come on, dog. Y'all gotta be better, man.
Yeah. And they ended up converting that too, and then it just gets taken away because of the error from the officiator.
It's like they won the game, and because you weren't paying attention, it cost them the game. Now, I still feel like after that happened, and then they had that penalty on Michael Parsons,
kick the field
goal, bro. Just go to OT.
But at the same time, I also respect him sticking to it. But at the same time, it can be dumb at the same time. Like you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So you get stuck in your ways. You end up losing that way.
I just I'm with you. I respect the guts. Like I respect him sticking to his guns. But like after that penalty, I would have been like, bro, just kick the field goal. Let's go to OT.
Because they ended up getting pushed back, I think, to the 7-yard line, or I think it was either the 7 or the 6. But regardless, it's not as close as it once was. And obviously, you know that at that point, I feel like also, me personally, I probably would have went for it, and that's why I'm not a coach. But he went for it. But he is a coach. And I feel like at that point, like once that whole mishap happens with the ineligible touching or the illegal touching, and then you get backed up, I feel like momentum kind of shifts at that point. Like, okay, they're kind of down and out at this point. Like your offense, you might want to get out the special teams to go ahead and kick it. And that's the only thing that would have swayed my mind.
But then like even though they threw it again, he had a chance. He just threw it too low. Because I think
Yeah,
if it was on the money, then Buddy was in. But for me, if I'm the coach, after they call that penalty on us, and then we run it again, almost ends on a pick, but thankfully it's a penalty on the defense, so we get another shot at it. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gonna take no chance, bro. Let's just go ahead. Like the defense has been playing good. Let's just go ahead and get this extra point. We go on the OT and we just we gut it out. We gut it out. And then if we lose at that point, then I'll still go back and be like, hey, bro, like the ref screwed us. Like
I think if it was for, because this was just for specifically seeding, they already had locked in, like they're going to the playoffs. I think if this was like for, if we're going into the playoffs, I think Campbell's mindset and frame of mind of going for that aggressively changes a little bit. It's like, okay, let's play for OT. Let's go ahead and see if we can duke it out in an extra quarter. But since it is for seeding, I guess he wanted to just be like, you know what, let's just go for it. Like let's just, you know,
I mean, it's
full
possible,
throttle it,
man.
and it didn't work. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But there was a lot of opportunities for the Lions to win that game. It just doesn't come down to a simple, you know, refereeing. It doesn't come down to any of that. You shouldn't let that happen to decide a game, because it can get bad, and you know the refs don't always make the right decisions. They always, you know, blow it at the end of it. So
yeah, man. At the end of the day, they're human. So
yeah, facts.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get the lighting right, bro. All right, there we go.
Oh, good. But they won. Shout out to the Cowboys. You know, they did what they had to do. They are currently now in the NFC, basically about to be the NFC East champions. They're the second seed.
Yeah, because somebody in the NFC
because
East.
my Eagles, they don't know how to finish a team off, especially an inferior opponent such as the Cardinals.
But you know what though, y'all. Here's the thing I would tell Cowboy fans. You also lost to the Cardinals.
They did. But all right. So this is how I look at their loss compared to our loss. Their loss, the Cardinals didn't score. I think they only had scored like 19, if I'm not mistaken. I looked that up another time. But I think it was a low scoring game. It was not a high scoring game at all whatsoever. Granted, our defense has been really bad this whole year. It hasn't been. We've been almost down in the dumps in every statistical category on defense. But when you go against a Cardinals team that is the worst offense in the league right now, let me give you some stats on how this game went down, right? The Cardinals' offensive stats, they had 449 yards of total offense. 228 of those yards came from the pass. 221 of those yards came from rushing. They rushed the ball down our throats, leading them to have the time of possession of 39 minutes and 39 seconds. So basically 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
They converted 37 first downs. It was bad. It was really bad. So they had 40 minutes to their time of possession, to our 20 minutes. So we only had the ball 20 minutes. They had more than half of what we had. They had exactly. They had double what we had. When you go against an inferior opponent that's only won 3 games the whole year, and you're supposed to be the Eagles, you're 11-4 at the time before the game. You got all these high-powered weapons in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith,
the current
DeAndre
NFC champion.
Swift. Exactly. We went to the Super Bowl last year. We got Jalen Hurts. When you have all of these weapons, yes, we scored 30. I think it was like 30-something points. We scored, but we didn't capitalize a lot on offense either. And it's really upsetting, especially when you go back to that last drive of the game that we needed to have. Well, not the last drive, the second to last drive on our offensive side that we needed to have. And we basically played for a field goal. We called 2 QB runs and a screen pass to not our first string running back, our second string running back. And to make matters worse, Devontae Smith gets hurt on that play because of terrible play calling. It's the most frustrating thing in the world. And it's a coaching thing at this point, because the talent brought us to 11-4. Well, to had us to 10-1, but talent can only take you so far. You need coaching. coaching plays a big factor. Like there was a lot of plays that happened in that 10-1 stretch that were broken plays that either Jalen Hurts made off of his own playmaking ability, or that somebody else made, like a Swift or something
let me
like
ask
that.
you, do you think the coaching staff as in its entirety is gone, or just Sirianni?
So to put Sirianni on the hot seat, I think it's a little bit. After having a couple days to cool down, because I wanted Sirianni gone. You know, that's how you initially take things if something doesn't go out your way and your team
I'm a
plays
Lakers
bad,
fan,
right?
I get it.
Yeah. So I think it's unwarranted and it's unfair at this point, because if you think about Sirianni, right? Sirianni, his first year coming to the team, we go to the playoffs, right? Most of that, we did have Shane Steichen and we did have Jonathan Gannon, which was the Cardinals head coach, and he severely got outcoached by Jonathan Gannon.
Man.
Severely got outcoached.
I think him knowing y'all helped him too.
Exactly. So he's familiar with our schemes. He's familiar with the personnel. He's familiar with a lot of things. And also he's familiar with our defense. I take what he did to our defense is he takes that from the game that we had last year against Washington. The Commanders, that first game that we lost last year, they ran the ball down our throats. They strictly kept the ball away from the offense, and they ran it and ran it and ran it, leaving us, little opportunities on offense. So at that point, when we get the ball, we have to be perfect. We cannot mess up once. We have to be perfect, right? But besides that, he got severely outcoached by Jonathan Gannon. I don't think it's fair to put Nick Sirianni on the hot seat because he made it to the playoffs his first year. Second year, we go to the Super Bowl. This year, yes, we're 11-5, but it doesn't feel like we're 11-5. So I think he's going to be granted that pass and get a slap on the wrist. They'll probably get rid of our coordinators, Brian Johnson, and they already got rid of Sean Desai. I guess they're going to get rid of Patricia. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work, but I think they will find a way out before he does. So I don't think it's warranted that he should be on the hot seat. I think he should be given one more year, as rough as that sounds like it is to say to me, for me. I think he should be given one more year, but I don't know, bro. It's a coaching thing. I don't know what he offers because schematically,
Bro, I told you, man.
I don't know who's calling the plays.
I told you when I seen that video of him giving that analogy of the flower, bro, I knew then. I said, bro, nah, he got to go.
We ended up going to the Super Bowl after he did that. So it just makes me mad because I see a lot of people say, what does Nick Sirianni actually do? If he's not calling the plays, if it's Brian Johnson, but if it's his scheme and it's not working, okay, you don't bring that to the table. And obviously last year, Shane Steichen pretty much carried that offense. And you can see what he's doing with the Colts right now. I bring it up all the time. They're looking really good, consider all things happening to them. Losing their quarterback, they're considered pretty decent right now. They're in the playoff contention, right? So you had Shane do that. Then you had Jonathan Gannon running the defense. And last year, our defense lost us that Super Bowl. But they were one of the best defenses in the league last year, averaging like we had 70 total sacks last year. We looked decent, we looked good. Now you transfer that to this year, like I said, offensively, we don't look that good play calling wise. Defensively, we're the worst defense in the league. And it looks like you're losing the locker room. What does Nick Sirianni actually bring to the table? And that's the only thing that we have to answer at this moment. And we don't know right now. So I think he gets one more year. If he does terrible or if it looks shaky, I don't know, man, because this team is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And
yeah, bro,
I don't know. It's bad.
I mean, I'm not an Eagles fan. You know me. I don't really care. I only watch the Eagles because of Dallas Goedert. Because he was my tight end in fantasy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I only watch teams because I got players on the team and I'm like, hey, I need them to get some touches. I need them to get a touchdown. I need something going on. So,
yeah.
I mean, I get it, bro. It's tough, man, when you especially for y'all, because like you said, y'all went to the Super Bowl last year,
Yeah.
And to see how y'all did everybody pretty much last year, up until y'all played Kansas City, and then I still feel like y'all got cheated on that call at the end of that game. But to see where y'all were last year compared to how y'all have been doing this year, bro, I get the frustration, man. It sucks. The inconsistency in, from year to year. it's as a fan, it's tough, and I think coaches, man, coaches got to understand, if they don't already, like, you set the tone, like you create the culture of the locker room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you got a guy that's in there that the players don't respect, bro, you already know how that's gonna go. He ain't gonna be there.
Or if they're not buying what you're
Yeah,
selling. Like if you lost them, because if your main purpose was to just be a morality booster or manage the game, and they're not buying any of that, do you really have a purpose there? Do you add value?
But I look at, and I know you don't care for college, but I look at Nick Saban, bro, before the transfer portal, before the NIL. Like, bro, the culture of Alabama he created, like, people wanted to go there, and that's why Alabama was getting all these guys, like these studs.
That's why they were a powerhouse.
Yeah, because people bought into what he was doing. That's why you got cats like Derrick Henry, who was so dominant when he was at Alabama, or Mark Ingram when he was there, or even like a Tua, Jalen Hurts when he was there, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, because that's the only, he ain't been good since he left Alabama. Like, like you got all these guys that came out of Alabama that were so good, but it's because they bought into what he was doing down there. And of course, it does help when your program is like a consistent powerhouse. Like, people want to play for a winner. But it started with him. It started with the culture he established there. And so, I don't know, man. I think Nick Sirianni might want to look in the mirror and be like, yo, am I really, like, is this the... It starts with me.
Am I built for this? Yeah.
And not even am I built for this. Like, I don't think he's a bad coach. I think his approach, he might need to change his approach. He may need to change how he communicates to his team, how he rallies his troops. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. And I feel like whenever we do lose games, and this is the one thing that really makes me mad about Sirianni, it's always like, in hindsight, I should have did this. And yes, that's granted. That's in most like situations. Like, you always look back at something like, okay, in hindsight, I should have did this. But if in hindsight you should have did this, and this happens to be a recurring theme, you're a repeated offender at this point. You keep saying you should have did this, and it's almost always the same thing. And it's always, we've blown so many leads for not being aggressive and not stepping on a team's neck. And then he always goes back and says, now that I look at the film, I look back at it, I could have been more aggressive here. If you continue to say that every week we lose a game,
changing.
Why are you not doing it? Why are you not changing? So you're stuck in your ways. You believe that you should have did this way every time. So you're not going to change. So at that point, that's when I really start to question him. But his resume as of right now wouldn't warrant to him being on the hot seat. And it just sucks because at the end of the day, we're 11-5. We're granted to go into the playoffs. It's just real frustrating because it doesn't feel like we're a good team. It doesn't feel like we're 11-5. Or even, like, I'm gonna be real with you, when we were 10-1, there looked to be chinks in the armor, but it was getting we turned the other cheek because it was
10-1.
We were winning games.
10-1.
Yeah, we were winning games. But it was like, this could be a cause for concern later down the stretch. And sure enough, we're a week away from playoffs, and it's a cause for concern, and we're losing to inferior teams, and we're not putting nobody away. We get these big leads and we do nothing with it. We let them come back in, and it's demoralizing. But I can't even be optimistic about this team right now. So hopefully they do good.
Man, we'll see.
I don't know. They're still my team at the end of the day.
Playoffs
We'll
is
see
always
how it
different,
goes.
man. Playoffs is always different.
And that's the one thing that I'm always thinking about. I had a theory, right? So I talked to my dad about this. I had a theory that I'm like, first half, the offense puts together such creative schemes, such creative plays. Like this last game, like we did a tush push, but faked it, gave it to Gainwell, and he threw a pass. We do so much creative things in the first half. Second half, it looks like we just get dumber as the game goes. We resort back to our old ways. Sit down in the zone. Everybody just sits down in the zone and waits for the ball to get thrown at them. Like, there's no creativity. Everybody just sits down in one spot. And we do that often, very, very often. QB draws often. Bubble screen off. We resort back to our way. So my theory is this. We do this. We've been doing this for a couple games. I think we're building up our playbook with those creative plays to see what works. And we're going to take that to the playoff with us. To not get anybody no sauce. Maybe I'm just being optimistic.
Maybe. And that could very well be what they might be doing. You know, we don't know.
Or maybe I might be delusional.
Yeah.
You can be real with me, bro. If I'm being delusional, you let me know.
You let me know. You know, so
I'm no better than a Cowboys fan right now.
Well, you've won. Your team has won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years, 6 years. So
Man,
your team has also been to an NFC Championship in the last.
it don't
6
feel
years.
like it, man. This team got me down and out, bro. Food don't taste the same. I just
bro,
life don't look the
all I'm gonna say
same.
is this, bro. Your team has been to the Super Bowl 3 times in the last 20-some years, and the Cowboys have not.
Yeah,
Y'all lost the
true.
the Patriots. Well, y'all had McNabb.
beat the Patriots.
You know what I'm saying? Then y'all beat the Patriots with
And
Nick
then
Foles.
And then lost to the Chiefs.
So I mean,
It's cool though.
you know,
It's cool though.
yeah, that was a shot at the Cowboys fans. So
Yeah, man. They still suck. I don't care what happens. They can win the Super Bowl, and I'm still gonna say they suck.
So it's like I told Josh, like if they get to an NFC Championship game and lose, I'll back off because y'all ain't even seen that in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even if y'all win that and if y'all get to the Super Bowl and y'all lose, I'll still back off because, again, for me, it's not y'all haven't won an NFC Championship or y'all haven't won a Super Bowl in 20-some years. Y'all ain't even sniffed either one in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you get there, it's like, hey, okay, cool, you got there. You might not have got what you wanted, the results you wanted, but at least you got there. So y'all got something to build off of.
That's a fact. It's a make or break moment for the Cowboys this year. Because
Trey Lance is
as painful as as painful to say, they look good this year. They look dangerous. I'll tell you one thing, they have an explosive offense. CeeDee Lamb is playing out of his mind.
So much so they drug tested that man Sunday.
Right, yeah. He had like 200 yards, like something crazy.
I think
he was going off.
Under 15 receptions?
Like 212.
For over 200 yards?
Yeah, it was just going off. Kudos to him. He definitely shut down is he a wide receiver one caliber type of player? And he is. You have to say that.
And he definitely
because
deserves to wear that
that
number.
offense run through him. Yeah, 88
He
for sure. He actually ended up beating Michael Irvin's record for most yards in the Cowboys history. So congrats to him.
I think it's
Cowboys still
the most
suck.
yards in a season for the franchise. Receiving yards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, receiving yards in the season. They still suck. It is what it is. But with our loss, the Niners lock up the first seed. Are they the scariest team in the NFC?
I think so, man. I think so. Especially if CMC can stay healthy. If he gets right before playoffs, bro, I just don't see nobody. I don't see nobody in the NFC beating them, man. If they're not healthy, I think the Cowboys might be somebody that you could see possibly taking them down. But if CMC is good to go come playoff push, bro, I just don't see nobody in the NFC, bro. The only team I see beating them is the team that beat them on Monday night a couple weeks ago, and that's the Ravens.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. So if the playoffs were to end today, 49ers are in, Cowboys are in, Lions are in, Eagles are in, Rams are in, Bucks are in, and Packers are in.
The Packers.
Packers have been playing pretty good ball. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty. Jordan Love's playing out of his mind. But I think, honestly, the scariest team, the most likely team to beat the 49ers could be the Cowboys, but that's not even saying much because they ran the Cowboys out of their stadium.
That's why I said if Christian McCaffrey is healthy, bro, if he's healthy, I don't think the Cowboys beat them. But if he's not healthy, I think the Cowboys got a chance because all they're gonna do is key in on Debo and they're gonna key in on Ayuk, and then George Kittle. He it depends.
He gonna get his. Yeah, he gonna get his sometimes.
But they really gonna key in on Kittle. I think Ayuk and Debo. CMC you really can't because of what just the different things he can do. How they use him in that offense is crazy. So I think if he's healthy, nah, bro, they not beating them boys, man. They not.
Yeah.
I don't care who on that
team is scary,
I don't care
man.
who on the defensive side of the ball for Dallas. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't care if you had Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor. I don't care.
That team is scary, man. It's such a well balanced team, and it's so put together. And like you said, that's the one thing that the Ravens are too. They're such a well balanced team. They'll pound the rock. They'll do whatever. They're very physical, and they match that intensity of the 49ers, and that's why they had their way with them, and that's why they had their way with the Dolphins too. They destroyed the Dolphins.
But I think that's also
they
why
beat them boys up.
That's also why. Like I know what I said last week. I know I said CMC for MVP. But man,
bro.
after what Lamar did Sunday,
locked it up.
I think it's Lamar's, bro. And like I said, I wanted Lamar to win, but I also felt like it was going to be given to CMC just because of how diverse his play has been because of how they use him in that offense. But man, I hope Sunday for Lamar. I hope his name was in. I hope they put his name on it before the game was over.
Yeah, it should be on his way right now. Like on his way to
they
the house
should have
right
called whoever does the trophy. They should have called them and been like, "Hey, bro, just go ahead and put Lamar Jackson's name on that trophy, dog, because it's a wrap."
Yeah, yeah. They beat the Dolphins 56-19, bro. 56-19, and Lamar had 5 touchdowns and 321 yards, bro. Just passing, and that right there, like if anybody's questioned Lamar Jackson's passing ability, which should never be a question. Like he's always been a pretty good thrower of the ball, but he's just gotten better this year. Like there was people still coming into this Dolphins game still doubting his throwing, and that should clear all them narratives right there. He is such a dynamic player, bro. Such a dynamic player.
He's got it, man. I think he's got it. Even if they lose Sunday, even if he doesn't have a great game Sunday, he has a subpar average game. I'm like, bro, that's just one performance, bro. I think he still got it no matter what. Because, like, again, CMC.
Yeah, I don't even think they're gonna play him either. Yeah, so.
And that's another reason. Like, if they don't play him, he still got it. But like CMC, he's not healthy, so we got to see what happens Sunday. Josh Allen, he's been doing okay, but he's been balling. Yeah, he's been balling. But he ain't doing what Lamar doing, bro. Like, he's not.
Yeah, no. And that offense runs through Lamar, but I think that team feeds off of that defense.
100%.
That defense is so 100%. Nasty. So nasty.
I think they, bro, I think Ed Reed and Ray Lewis paid them a visit.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it is because them linebackers, their safeties, everybody on that team they're ball hawks. They're physical. They play at 100 miles per hour, but they play smart.
I think the bullies of Baltimore paid them boys a visit and said, "Hey, bro, this ain't Baltimore football. Tighten up or go play somewhere else."
And that's the one thing about Baltimore. Like over the years, Baltimore has just been known for their stout defense. Like Baltimore has just been known for that. Like that physical defense, and that's something that's like like a tradition. Basically, it's set in that culture of that team, and it just transfers over. And that team is just nasty, bro. I don't know who could beat them, but at the end of the day,
I know they were saying like the Bills could be a sleeper team to beat them, but I'm just like I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I mean, it's football.
It's just playoffs. Playoff is so different. Like it gets like it's like basketball. You know, playoff time is different. People play different. Schemes are different. Intensity is different. At that point, it's for the love of the game.
And I get that any given Sunday, anybody can be beaten.
Exactly.
I get that. But it's just there's just certain teams you just look at them and you like, man, it ain't happening. Like for example, like people said Patrick Mahomes last year, like they were like, oh, there's no way because all you got is Travis Kelce. Tyreek Hill is gone. So like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. They ended up winning the whole thing again last year. Yeah. Now, those guys ain't been the same this season like they were last year, but like they did just enough. They did enough as a team to get another chip.
Yeah. And there was a lot of skepticism because they lost Tyreek. They lost Tyreek, and it was like, can they do it without Tyreek? Can they do it without a true number one wide receiver? And sure enough, they did. And they're liable to snap in that playoffs anyways. They have that. That's what happens when you have that championship DNA and that playoff experience. You can't really be counted out.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't. The way those receivers been playing this year, I don't see it this year.
Yeah. I don't see it this year either. But unless you never know.
Unless they some kind of miracle happens where they all learn how to catch.
Yeah, that's crazy. That you even got to say that about a professional wide receiver. Yo, that's
Like, if they
embarrassing
learn
what's
how to
going on
catch,
over there,
and
bro.
if Tony learns how to line up, you know, they might be all right.
Yeah. It's been a lot of self-inflicted wounds from that team. And
That was crazy though. That one there.
I don't know,
was like,
man.
Bro, you mean to tell me you didn't check with the line judge? And then what's funny is like, not only did he not check, but if you watch the play, like, Buddy threw a whole fit because he ain't get the rock. He ain't get the rock, and then Travis Kelce tossed it back to him, pitched it back, and he gets the touchdown. Yep. But it's called back because you didn't line up properly, bro.
Yeah. Boneheaded decisions, man. Boneheaded moves, and that's just a lack of discipline. But who knows, man? I'm excited for the playoffs to start. We got one more week in the regular season. Anything could happen. The AFC is wide open for some teams. And Colts Texans, they have a winning in type of game, and that's always a good thing. I love that type of football, winning in type stuff. But we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. Shout out to Lamar, man. Sealed up that MVP. Oh, yeah. It's pretty much wrapped up. Now let's switch gears a little bit. I myself have been out of tune with basketball because my Sixers don't deserve none of my time. But now starting this podcast up again, I have to watch basketball.
Hey, and they're not doing bad, bro. Tyrese Maxey, I think James Harden leaving Philly was the best thing for Tyrese Maxey, bro.
It was. I think him being there too wasn't a bad thing either. Like just for a little bit of time, because I think you get that because let's keep it a buck. James Harden was at one point the best scorer in the game for like
when he was in Houston
for a minute. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Tyrese took some of that greatness that Harden had at that time. Prior to, obviously coming to Philly and just that Houston era that he had. He took some of that greatness. He learned from some of that, some moves from Harden. He learned some things that he could apply onto the court and work ethic-wise, and adapted that to his game today. I haven't been watching the games, but I keep up with a little bit of stats here and there, and I see that Tyrese does his thing.
Yeah. I just think, like, I look at it, how I look at his situation is how I look at people like Brandon Ingram. Like, you were in LA with LeBron, and then you got traded for AD. But I'm like, I feel like had he not have been traded to the Pelicans, then we wouldn't be talking about Brandon Ingram the way we talk about him now. And it's the same with Maxey. Like,
it's totally different player.
And it's the
now.
Same with Maxey. Like, I'm with you. I think James Harden being there for the time he was there, he was able to learn from him. But I think him leaving now, it allowed him to actually become that guy.
Yeah. Have more space to work with in the offense, and even as a player in general. I agree, but I ain't gonna. I'm not fooled by the Sixers right now. They're a totally different team than what they were last year, but I ain't fooled by them yet. They're second round dump outs, and
hey man, at least you ain't.
That's just how it is for me.
Team ain't get to the Western Conference Finals and got swept, dog.
Hey man, at least you saw them win a championship.
I've seen several actually.
I haven't seen nothing from the Sixers. Yeah, you've seen a couple. Yeah, I've seen nothing. I haven't seen.
You ain't
anything.
seen nothing since AI. Bro.
Yeah, and even then I was probably like what 6, 7. I was young.
So that's like me with Jordan, bro. Like I saw Jordan when he came back after he retired. I saw the second three-peat, but I was mad. I was 6, 7, 8, bro. Like 9.
Yeah. Like, it was cool, but now I'm conscious enough to watch games. I'm conscious enough to really invest time into a team. And, it's almost like they're the Cowboys of the NBA. And, you invest that time. This is our year. This is everything that we're going to be. We're going to be champions.
You ain't compared it to the Cowboys.
Bro, it really is. And that's painful to say, bro. It really is. But at some point, I have to face reality, bro. I have to face reality with that team. And I can't be fooled by them no more.
That's crazy.
But I am going to start watching the games a little bit more now that we started the podcast back up. So I have to watch the basketball now. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for them.
Let me say this real quick, because, bro, I feel like the Lakers gave their all for this in-season tournament, bro. I feel like LeBron wanted to be the first one to win it. Cool, whatever. And also, you got guys who are rookies. You got guys on these small deals who, if you win, everybody on the team get an extra $500K for winning. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
nice.
So it's like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's nice.
for him, it's like, yeah, I'm the first to win it, and then I also help out guys who ain't making the kind of money I'm making. But and that's cool. Like I'm cool with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Christian Wood just bought his mom's a crib with the money they won from the in-season tournament. So like,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of guys, man. It's dudes who on two-way deals, rookie contracts that are gonna make more from winning this tournament than what they're getting from their contract. You know
That's
what I'm
wild.
saying? So I'm cool with. I'm good with all of that. You helping these guys out, cool with it. But like, bro, let's look at what y'all have done. Like, y'all are 17-17, bro. Y'all are 500,
Yeah.
and it's not a good 500. Like, it's a struggling, like with the Eagles, struggling with subpar teams, 500. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I've just watched. I think it was the Thunder. I just watched the Thunder destroy the Nuggets, and we destroyed the Thunder before they played the Nuggets. And I'm like, bro, y'all got to tighten up, man. Like, something got to give, man. I don't know what's going on. Same thing. I don't know if it's a culture thing with the coach. I don't know what it is, but it's like, bro, y'all got to tighten up because the way y'all playing right now, bro, if y'all were to see the Nuggets in the first round, y'all getting swept again.
Yeah.
Y'all getting swept. And the way the Clippers look right now, like, they finally gelling. Like, the Clippers are looking scary right now. They're looking scary, bro. I think the West is still wide open. I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite right now, but between the Nuggets, because they're going to get it together, the Nuggets, even the Thunder, bro, like, the Thunder don't look too bad either. But them, the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Clippers, and if Phoenix can figure it out and if they can stay healthy, I think either one of them teams, bro, either one of them three teams can or four. Did I say three? I think I said three or four. Any one of those teams I just named, bro, they can get there. They can get to the chip. They can get there.
Yeah.
The East,
Phoenix. They have a lot of firepower.
Oh, yeah.
They have battle tested players.
yeah.
So
Defensively,
you can't
it's
really
like,
count them out. Yeah. But they can keep up with you on offense
Oh,
if
yeah.
they all clicking. Once they get clicking, it might be scary.
bro, if they all drop 30 apiece, bro. Bro, that's
bad.
90
That's a
points
bad
right
joint.
there
That's
between
scary.
the three of them, bro.
That's scary.
Like, and it can happen.
That's nasty.
It can happen. And I think the crazy thing too at LA is like Anthony Davis right now, I think leads the league in minutes played. This man is hurt every year. Every year.
You have to take advantage of that. You have to take advantage of
And
that.
the fact that he's leading the
have to.
league in minutes played right now, I'm just happy he's playing. And it's not like he's just like, you know, oh, I'm just out here with a measly like 10 and 5. Nah, he's putting up 20, 25, and 10 and 12 boards a game with a few blocks in there.
Yeah.
Like, he's playing. LeBron, I'm always saying, I'm not on the LeBron train like most people are. But I do respect, I respect what the man is doing. I appreciate what I'm watching because I know once he's done, we'll probably never see it again. But for him to be the age that he is, playing the way that he's playing, like, bro, it's insane. So it's like you got the two guys you need. They're playing well, LA. What's there? And then Austin Reeves off the bench has not been doing bad either.
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, this inconsistency with y'all, it's got to change, bro.
You guys benched D'Angelo Russell, right?
God.
And he has not been showing up. He has not been showing up.
I have a source. I am not going to reveal my source. Who is
We got Woj over here.
friends,
Okay.
He's friends with D'Angelo Russell. He and I talked one day, and he shared with me some things that him and D'Lo talked about. And one of the things that he mentioned is that what they paid him to come and do in LA, when they picked him up at the All-Star break last year, he's not being allowed to do those things now. So pretty much, in other words, he's not being allowed to play his game the way he knows, the way he does, that'll benefit the team. So what we saw him do in Minnesota in Brooklyn and his little time with the Warriors, they not letting him do none of that.
Yeah.
So
I think in Brooklyn, that was around the time where he was like, he ran the offense. Like he was the one running the offense, and you know they ended up going to the playoffs.
He was an all-star that
beating
year,
them.
but granted it was because
he was an all-star.
Somebody had dropped because of an injury, but still, nonetheless, he was an all-star.
Yeah, and that was in 2019.
Yep.
That was 2019. So not too far off, but if that's what you're referring to, like kind of running the offense through him a little bit and like creating plays and creating shots and whatnot, I don't know. How old is D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, he got to be like 30, late 20s. He might
Think
be
so?
late 20s. He might be late 20s.
Let me see.
Maybe not 30, but late 20s.
Let me see. D'Angelo Russell is... One second. He's 27.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He's 27. He's kind of young.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Hey, that's crazy. He shared birthdays with my wife. That's crazy.
February. Yeah, he's 27. So he's still young. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if that's what it really is and they're holding him back from, you know, being the player that he wants to be and that they brought him in for, then that I don't know, it might be a coaching thing at the end of the day, like you mentioned earlier. That might be a coaching thing. It might be something, because if you guys aren't clicking, you guys have some of these players out here. I don't know. I'm not too big on the Lakers, like you are. So hopefully you guys can get it turned around. Whatever it is, if it's a coaching thing, unleash that boy. Yeah, you know, let's see what he got.
I think part of it too is, again, Bron, man, because of who he is and what he's done. I feel like they're always gonna go with. It's the same with Kobe, man. When Kobe was at the Lakers, you know, now granted, different situation because Kobe put 20 years in with the Lakers, where LeBron is just because of who he is and what he's done for the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So like, same but different. So they're always gonna go with, you know, hey, what does Bron think? You know, what does he got to say about this? So
his word is you know is bond. Like he is solidified, and you know, as it should be. He's a very, you know, well put together player when you look at his career and look at everything he's accomplished.
And I'm not mad.
So his say is kind of,
you know, but it's like, I think it comes a point where you have to take into consideration what he's saying, but also think about what is going to benefit the team in its entirety for us. Because everybody, if you know the Lakers, bro, they all about winning chips, bro. So you gotta at some point, you gotta put that there's gotta be a line drawn where, hey, Bron, we respect you and we respect your opinion, but at the end of the day, we're gonna do what's best for the team to get us a chip. Like, you know. So we'll see, man.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Well, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the Sixers can get right. Well, they're getting right, but hopefully, you know, they can get right in the playoffs. And that's when I really take them serious. But I'm gonna start watching it. Y'all need to get right. And, you know, hopefully you guys get it figured out. Because when the Lakers are playing good ball, it's a good league. But we had breaking news a couple days ago. I think it was before the new year. Happy New Year's to everybody out there, by the way. Happy New Year's. You know, hopefully, you know, this year be y'all best years. Y'all flourish to the best potential that y'all have. And y'all stay safe.
Years, bro. Happy New Year.
You know what's crazy, bro? My wife did the same thing to me, bro. Y'all two of the same people. Nobody.
It's Happy New Year.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm gonna say Happy New Year's, bro. I'm gonna say it.
I can't let you do that.
But Bree did the same thing to me, and I'm like, dog. Nobody likes that type of person.
You do that, bro. No, nobody likes that type. Happy New Year's. What New Year's, bro? We're in 1 year right now, bro. It's 2024.
Hey, man. You right. You know what? I gotta watch my
man,
how I talk.
But yeah, breaking news, man. That trade.
The Raptors and the Knicks. Raptors and Knicks. So the Knicks receive OG Anunoby. Forgive me if I'm saying this wrong. Malachi Flynn. And then they got Precious Achua. They got Precious Achua. And the Raptors receive RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and a 2024 second round draft pick. Knicks got fleeced, bro.
They got fleeced because Quickley wasn't playing bad ball, and neither was RJ Barrett. My thing is who. Well, I won't say who's the ball handler because Jalen Brunson is the ball handler.
Yeah, for sure.
But like RJ Barrett was a decent 2 guard, a 3. I don't know. I don't watch the Raptors like that, so I don't know how good OG's been doing. Same with Precious.
I could bring up some of his stats right here. On the season, he's averaging 15. He's shooting 48% from the field, and 37% from 3. So not bad. As like a he gives you some points off a 6-man or a reliable scorer on the starting rotation, but not too bad.
But I don't know. I don't know the reason for that trade. I just saw it, and I personally off the top was like, bro, I think they got fleeced.
Yeah. So Malat, and forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, Malachi Flynn, he was a first-round draft pick, the 29th pick.
You sure it ain't
2020
Malachi
Flynn? It might be Malachi. I dropped out of college.
Yo, this man.
Hey, first we start off with Happy New Year's, and then we get to Malachi.
Bro, I think this man's name is Malachi, bro.
Malachi. It's the man, you right. It is Malachi. I dropped out of college, bro. You gotta forgive me. Bro. You gotta forgive me. I dropped out of college. Malachi is crazy.
Saying Malachi, I'm like, yo, you shot. Oh God.
Yo, we got a vibe. Please forgive me.
Man.
Yo, it's actually one of my lowest moments right now. It's crazy.
Man, bro.
So wait, hey Darius, we spoke before we started. We pressed record, and you heard me say Malachi.
But you know what though? When I pulled him up just now, I looked at the name and I was
that
like,
makes sense.
I think that's Malachi. But you know what though? Yo, true story, bro. So if his name really was Malachi, but it was spelled Malachi, I wouldn't have been surprised either. Cause bro, like growing up in Hawaii, there's some names where I'm like, it's spelled one way, but they say it so. So for example, there's somebody. It wasn't me, but I know somebody who knows someone. Their name is Famali.
Famali?
You wanna know how it's spelled?
Yeah, how's it spelled?
I kid you not, bro. I kid you not.
Hey, the English language is hard, bro.
The child's name is spelled like female, but her name is Famali.
Wait, it's Famali. Yes. That's like literally what I just did to this name right here. I pronounced every single letter I saw. Malachi. Like, I've pronounced every single letter I saw.
Hey, I just want you to know, this moment might go viral.
Yeah, this is bad. Hey, forgive me, y'all.
This one might go viral, dog.
This is bad. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. I'm out here looking crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I think real quick, because I know we got to go, but like, I don't know, man. I just think New York got fleeced. I don't think these guys are gonna pan out the way they think. And I think RJ Barrett and Quickly, I think they'll be fine in Toronto, bro. Especially RJ, because RJ's from Canada. So I think him playing.
Yeah, he is. He's a Canada boy.
I think him playing in Canada is gonna fuel him. He's the hometown kid. So I think Toronto gonna end up winning this trade. And then with the pick, depending on where that pick is in the second round, and depending on who comes out, who enters the draft, that second pick could very well be a steal, bro.
Yeah. I think they won the trade, and I feel like the Raptors are a couple pieces away from really getting things together because
Scotty Barnes is hooping.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes, he's having one of his
he's
best
improved.
seasons right
his
now.
His 3-point shot is improved.
And he's shooting. Yeah. His shooting has gotten better than previous years, and that was one of the biggest concerns for him, as he came into the league and whatnot. But yeah, they're a couple pieces away, and everybody's playing pretty decent basketball over there. So we'll see how that goes. They got younger, and let's see. Let's see how it goes.
We'll see if my Lakers get on track. We got the Heat tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah, And we'll see if my Eagles get right. I don't know, man. It's spooky season. It's spooky season. We'll see.
That's
We'll
all
see.
I know.
Shout out to Darius, man. His birthday's coming up. He's a young man.
Yeah, bro.
Let's just leave it at that.
Man, listen, bro. I'm 30. I'll be 34, bro. Ain't no shame in my game, man. I'm 34 and I'll still cook you, Josh, if you watch it.
I thought you were talking about me.
Too, I'll cook you too, bro. You too.
Lucky I got this bad
Bro,
back right now.
even if your back was fine, bro, you still too small, bro. Bro, you see me push that 200 with ease, bro.
Hey, that was impressive, bro. I
You
ain't
see
gonna
me
lie,
push
bro.
that 200 with ease, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought that tendonitis when as you get older, I thought it was
Bro, you see
kicking
me
in.
push that
You know what
200
I'm
with
saying?
ease, bro. Lightweight.
You did that.
Lightweight, bro.
No spot either, right?
No spot, bro.
Old man strength.
I be trying to tell
That's
you,
the
man.
old man strength.
These cats I be playing with at the gym, bro. They be trying me, dog. They be trying to post me up, and they push it. I be like, nah, sir, we not doing that. Play.
Yeah, that was impressive. I saw you post it. I'm like,
I'm telling folks, hey, playing traffic, not with me, bro. Bro,
that sound like some old folk, like some
playing
folk
traffic,
type
boy.
stuff,
Now that's that
bro.
new generation, bro. Like playing traffic, don't play with me.
me.
Play with your mama, don't play with me. Be like, nah, bro, y'all got chill.
That's crazy. That was impressive though. I saw you push that weight, man.
Bro.
That was
Tell
good stuff.
people, man.
Keep it up.
Bro, let's say about the dude that
Keep it up.
that I think he either he tried to set the screen on me or I set one on him.
Dang.
Yeah.
Send them to the ER.
I think he tried to set it on me. Yeah, bro, he tried to set the screen on me, bro, and I just dropped my shoulder in his chest. He was like, "Nah, I'm good." It's young kid.
That's all it takes.
It's young kid, bro. And he was
All it
taller than me. And that's the one. Those are the ones I
Yeah.
love playing against. Cause they look at me and they be like, "Oh, I'm taller than him."
They got supreme confidence.
And then they try
Yeah.
it, bro. And they catch that shoulder and be like, "God, dog." Be like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. It's different over here, dog. Them kids you play with at high school, that's cute. It's different over here, bro.
You got that father strength and you getting that old man strength. So it's just all coming in one. That's it. It's
I
over
gotta
with.
be in the gym, bro. My kids is heavy. And they always want to be picked
Man,
up.
you got some tanks,
Bro,
boy. You got some
listen,
tanks. You got some
John,
tanks.
he still be picking me up. I be like, bro, do you see how big you are? Like you might have slimmed out.
I picked him up not that long ago when y'all came down. I picked him up. I got bad back as is. I was like, oh, hold up. That joint was shot completely.
You gotta get down, big dog.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's over with. But
Sheesh.
hey man, shout out to y'all for listening, sticking through
man.
our shenanigans at this end. You know, we appreciate y'all for
For
rocking
sure.
with us. Happy New Year's again.
Happy New Year.
Anything else you got to add? Happy New Year. Yo, first New Year's, Malachi. We're going to get right. That's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions.
Yo,
I'm going to get my English
Malachi,
right.
bro. I wish I had looked it up beforehand, bro. Because I'd be like, it's Malachi, dog. Don't say Malachi. But it's cool, though. It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, though. This is great. This is a learning experience for me.
It's going
and for
viral.
You know what I'm saying? We good.
It's going viral, dog. 100 more followers after this one.
Facts. It's over with. Now we really going to be in contract disputes.
That's a fact, bro. Be like, nah, man, give my money.
It's over with. It's over with.
But we appreciate y'all, man.
Anything else you
man,
got to
we
add?
appreciate y'all rocking with us as always, bro. It's been good. Man, yeah, bro. So we'll see y'all next time, man. It's y'all know what it is. Park Legends.
Facts. I know what it is, man. Park
as
Legends,
always.
baby. We going to try to record every Tuesday, right?
bro.
All right, every Tuesday. So just to let y'all know out there, just be prepared. Might be dropping Wednesdays. So we record Tuesdays,
Yes,
drops
sir.
Wednesdays.
Y'all already know what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all know what to do. Stay legendary, bro.
Like, share, subscribe, and all. Whoa, dang! I'm getting into already pushing it
you
out
really
there.
is.
You
Stay
telling me
legendary, but you gotta do it.
Like,
do
share,
what the man is
subscribe.
saying.
Let everybody do.
Do
Everybody
what the
do
man
that.
is saying.
Tell your auntie, your mama, your everybody, your dog, your
Do what
cat.
the man is saying.
Oh,
Tell the Cowboy fans too. Come through. We love them because I like the trolls.
Facts,
so
facts.
send them over my way. You think Stephen
But
A
always
is
think
bad?
it's dirty,
You ain't
man.
seen nothing.
oh yeah, wait until they implode in the playoffs, baby.
You ain't seen nothing, bro. If them jokers implode, I'm telling you now. Y'all better hope y'all make the NFC Championship at least. Because if you don't,
Please don't get bumped.
if you
out
get bumped the first
either.
round, I'm coming. Heads will roll.
Yes, indeed they will.
But y'all, like I said, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us as always.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say it again.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Y'all know what to do. Stay legendary, man.
Always, always. Peace.